Well, greetings and salutations, citizens of the Imperium. Welcome back to Season 4. Welcome back. Welcome to Season 4. I'm your host, Trooper 6, and as you saw from the thumbnail, we have Lieutenant Titus. We had a bit of a mishap. We'd started the video, but it was not horizontal. So, my apologies, but we did start with a nice matte black, and we have been dry brushing with matte white in a slap chop technique for this model. So I guess that was first things first. This is second things second. Thank you everybody who had helped me get to where we are now, which is at a nice cool 900 subscribers. I very much appreciate that, and really hoping that we can get to 1,000 before the end of the season. That would be very nice, because that honestly just brings me one step closer to being monetized. I want to say, unfortunately, the first step of being monetized as well calls for ads. So if anybody like me just uses the free version of YouTube, my apologies. My apologies. But yeah, you will have to deal with some of that. But we all got to start somewhere. Still been tossing around the idea of starting a Patreon for people who want to actually support me and not have to deal with certain crap. But that's kind of one step at a time here. But either way, like we always ask, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? I hope so. Now, like when I first started, I didn't mean to paint the chainsword white. I really didn't. I was trying to focus on just getting him. Good old Lieutenant Titus. That's right. We do not have Captain Titus. I believe, what is he, Captain now? I think he is Captain now. But yeah, we don't have Captain Titus, and we need more paint. For those who don't know, we have been using Army Painter. We primarily use Army Painter and Citadel paints on the channel. No sponsorships. Just saying. This is what we use. Oof, I'm really gonna have to get in there and declog that. I mean, it's been a while since I'd really touched these paints. We're talking 2-3 months now. I feel ashamed. Feel ashamed. But it happens, man. Spend time. It's been spending time with the family. I mean, shit. You know, I'd honestly gotten burnt out. Is partly what the biggest problem was, is I was just getting burnt out. Man, this camera be shaking a lot. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it was a lot of burnout. It was a lot of focusing on other stuff. Like many of you know that I was shooting for the Fire Academy in my city. We did not make it this year, folks. And much to the disappointment of myself, my wife, and even my kids, I'm just not sure if I'm going to try it again. Something tells me just suck it up, go for it, try it again. But you during the process, of course, it's something that you never know how much you want something until you don't get it. And it did hit me where I was like, damn, I really did want that. So I wasn't sure what to do with myself anymore. So I've been laying off, just kind of taking a break. Ooh, that was not very good. Ooh, look at that. That is not... Oh, my God. We're so off. We're so off. Oh, we're off to a rough start on this Season 4. That's... Whew. We're going to have to trek back to the roots. We'll be okay, though. We got our trusty Mega Man music on. But yeah, like I was saying, just kind of lost confidence in myself. Just kind of standing there in the void of, I guess, rejection. Going, man, what do I really want? And of course, when I'd focused on that for the whole year. I got damn close. I found out that I did not get in 2 days before Academy started. To come that close really hurt because I was like, I was ready. I was ready to go. I was ready as I was ever going to be. And, we didn't get in. Not a big deal. A lot of people don't get in on the first try, apparently. Which happens. I know a lot of the stuff that I did wrong. I've been trying to come to terms with certain things in my mind. Personal things, whatever, trauma, mind you. Sorry, I don't mean to be way down here painting. Like I said, I'm not used to being on camera anymore. So it'll be readjusting. Y'all have to readjust to me. I'm gonna have to readjust to you, and it's gonna be an adventure. But here we go. We did have quite a lot planned for this year. I actually don't even really have a list. Not much of a list. The things I do have listed, let's see, what could I tell you? I believe after this should be Trench Crusade. Should be that. Should be some Trench Crusade. Apologies. I had to get some water. Not vodka. Well, I realized I just put the air quotes. I'm like, hold on. All right, let's set that aside. Some of that white not being my friend right now. So we're going to get out new brushes. That's right, Daddy's got new brushes. Damn. And we're going to ruffle that new brush up already. And what are we going with? Let's get out the old trusty Black Templar. A little bit of a crooked top. I don't do that to my paints. I'm not trying to point fingers, but I'm not the one who's been touching these. Now, granted, there could be a little bit of air buildup and all this other stuff, but no. I'm going to have to clean these tops again. Not a big deal. It's whatever, right? Right. Alright, so that's pretty much already black in there. Let's get this going. Oh, this new brush feeling is weird. It's longer than the others. They're the same. There's the same Cocoland that I always use. But this brush is just longer. For a 0 gauge, this is very weird. Very, very weird. And it's not a lead hair. Or is it? These things never come with a lead. Whatever. Companies change. Oh, that's gonna bug me. And we're gonna do it. That is definitely gonna bug me. Because it is going to throw off everything I ever do. So we are going to... Yep. Anybody who thinks I just committed a sin there, that is okay. Sometimes you have to sacrifice. But good lord, I was not liking that. Not liking that one bit. It was a lead hair, and that throws me off. Excuse me. That really, really throws me off on things. So we had to trim that off. Not something I really recommend for people to do. That, mutilating your brushes and whatnot. I mean, if you have to try to get a sharp tip back on your brush, I guess I could understand certain things. It's just, I would not recommend that you mutilate the tips. What is it? Circumcision. Yeah. Don't need to circumcise your brushes like that. We did because, well, that, like I said, it's not something I'm used to. Certain brushes, I guess I'm used to it, but that was a no, no, no. All right. It is just a little strange being back in this. But yeah, I did really run into some burnout. I was just kind of over it, if you will. Just kind of over it. Wasn't really all that interested in painting Warhammer anymore. I mean, I still am. Don't get me wrong. I was having more fun painting other stuff, but you paint something over and over for a while, and you're bound to get bored of it. I'm not saying that you will. There are plenty of people who just never get bored with what they do. But you might ask yourself, Trooper, what the hell have you been getting yourself into if you have been taking a break? It's such a long break. What the hell have you been getting yourself into if you haven't been painting? Well, my friends, I've actually been playing. Hold on, let me find my Ultramarine Blue. I just shook this up. I just shook that up before. Oi. Let's see. I had been playing Magic. I'd actually gotten into Magic the Gathering. It was something that I had basically refused to get into. With my experience having been into Pokemon, I didn't want to be spending money like that again. It's not a fun thing to do. I mean, well, don't get me wrong. It is fun to spend money. But I didn't think it was going to be responsible of me to do that. So I didn't want to get into it. But I had hit up a friend of mine in the old D&D group that we used to have. I was like, look, man, I miss hanging out with the group. I'm sure everybody is still the same. Fill me in. Are they still playing D&D? They are not. They kind of stopped not long after I had to go back to work. They were playing Warhammer like we had discussed last season. That has also stopped. But what they started doing again anyway was playing Magic. Because Magic was something that they all already had been doing for years. And I always thought it was weird that they could get together for Magic, but you can't get together for D&D. And we did D&D once a month. That was it. Once a month, you couldn't get together for that. But you can get together once a week for Magic. But I get it though. It is very easy to do. D&D takes a lot of time and effort, and Magic, I don't know. More instant gratification, instant satisfaction. You know, why buy it online when you can get it right there in the store right now? People be like, oh, well, it's a little cheaper if you get it online. Yeah, but if I just get it right now, then I have it right now. You know? I didn't ask them all that much. I'm like, why the hell? Apparently they do play some Warhammer every now and then. I mean, the game table's built. Might as well. But yeah, everybody been playing Magic, so I decided to. All right, I'll get a pre-con. I'll see what this is about. And well, you guys already know how that would have gone. Now we have what, like 15 decks? Yeah, all in the span of a few months. And they're not like game breaking decks or anything like that. I'm not playing CDH for those who know what I'm talking about. I'm not playing like tournament decks. I am basically playing nothing but bulk. More or less. I mean, I have gone online and I have bought some individual cards. Give me the edge. Give me the edge. See if I could pull off that sweet, sweet victory. So far, it's kind of whatever. With a group like them, I don't expect to win. I don't very much expect to win. Some of them have some, you know, $2,000-3,000 decks that they have accumulated. You got the one guy who he's very good at breaking some decks in ways that people didn't foresee coming. So they'll play something, and you're like, dude, where are you going with this? Oh fuck. Yeah, by the time you realize it, it's already too late. His deck is popping off, and he's probably got you in a few turns. Like, you better have a quick answer for him, because otherwise you ain't shutting him down. It's too late by the time you realize. We have other guys that just have the money to throw at it. But everybody's been playing for, 20 years. So a lot of them just have the cards. Come on. This ain't swirling the way we want to swirl. That's okay. Swish swash, we will come back to dash. So anyway, I found myself being partial to black when it comes to Magic. I'm not a huge fan of paying in life, but I'm trying to find other ways to do it, and I know colors are built certain ways. Like a normal sane person, I don't appreciate blue. I mean, one, I just I hate blue, as I'm painting a blue marine. I have never been one for blue, but yeah, in Magic, no, mono blue players can go suck a dick. I don't appreciate much of it, and I haven't run into too much. The pod, the group does not really play mono blue anyway. We play variations. One of the decks that I like to play, my Sephiroth deck, Yeah, I know it's not core magic. It's one of the universe beyond. Get over it. Uh, is what is it? Dimmer. Blue black. I apologize for those who don't know what I'm talking about. If you've ever wanted to get into Magic, it's pretty fun. I'd say go for it. I know Warhammer's already an expensive hobby, so if you don't want to find another expensive hobby, hey, you're not gonna hear much contest from me. I'm gonna tell you to uh, do what you will with your own money. But I do notice that I tend to lean toward black. My mono black deck is pretty mean. I did not exactly build it for wins. I built it for pain. Because like I said, that pod that I play in, they're just so far ahead. And they have the money. They have the money and none of the kids to be spending the money on it. And if it's your only hobby, then you've got the money for it. Well, people like us, you know, especially if you're ADHD like me, what is this one hobby having? We don't have one hobby. We have every hobby. So we love so much. It's been fun though. It's been fun. I tacked up my very first victory. Um, Not like my first victory ever. Me and my wife, we play. Uh, I'd won before. We'd gotten our rules all kinds of mixed up and whatnot because, man, that stuff's not that easy to keep up with. Magic's got a lot of rules. But either way, we did our best. Damn. I got sloppy there. But in the pod, because they actually keep a running score, they have a scoreboard with win ratios and everything. Not to say that they're that competitive with each other. But who isn't going to want to know? Eventually, you are going to get competitive with each other. You got people that are, like I said, very good at building decks that you wouldn't expect to pop off the way they do. And when they do, it's too late. You've got the combo player. But that's almost not fair. A lot of them are combo players. like our like our friend who has an angel deck right there. Oh no, I'm thinking of his other one. His angel deck is a life gain. It's a life gain from hell. The last time he had beat me with that, he ended with like 260 life. It was ridiculous. My mono blue, like I said though, has gotten me my mono blue. My mono black has gotten me a victory. It took 4 board wipes and a bunch of other stuff to do it, but I did do it. And I won with a very classic infinite combo of my Commander Veto and a good old Exquisite Blood. And I think the only reason I won is because they just didn't see it coming. Which, if anybody knows Magic, you'd be like, why? How could you not see that combo coming? I guess they weren't expecting it from me. They didn't think I was going to have it. It is when I'd played my commander, then on my next turn, since it has summoning sickness, that is when I played Exquisite Blood. No one was able to counter it, and then I also had enough mana to give my only creature, which was Veto, lifelink, to attack, and bam. Trigger instant combo. Whenever you lose life, I gain life. Whenever I gain life, you lose life. Whenever I lose life, you gain life. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I know I got that one backwards. But, yeah, instant combo, bam. Took out the pod. It was pretty awesome. It was like a 3-hour game, too. I mean, naturally, 4 board wipes. But enough of that. Enough of that. Ugh. I really do feel rusty, and I'm sure it might look that way, too. Not exactly sure. This is all very... This almost feels surreal. I did want to paint last night. It goes to show just how much of an effect taking a hiatus does to you. It does to your skill or even your confidence. Not to say that my confidence is shot to shit or anything. It's just my hands do not feel like they used to. Painting is just, it's a lot different right now. It's a lot different. I think the last time I had painted something blue like this, I was working on my Fallout Marines. I finally got around to doing that squad. That was some of the last stuff that I ever painted. Let's see. Well, I had taken a hiatus last year, and then I painted a big old Ezio, and he turned out fantastic. Thank God. I think I took like a month off when it came to Ezio. God, I can't believe it's February. It's so weird. So yeah, we did Ezio, and then I did a couple other things. I know I did my Cerberus Infiltrator squad or Reaver squad. I can't remember what squad it was. Mainly because I kit bashed a bunch of stuff. I mean, I did the Crimson Fleet. That one was absolutely kit bashed. There was a lot of stuff that we did. But I felt like I didn't return to the table for very long. Felt like as soon as that happened, that was it. It coincides right with the Fire Academy, honestly. As soon as I had gotten word that I did not get into the Fire Academy, it's more or less when that break happened. Is I really just needed to step down and step away for a minute. So I was like, damn, I don't know what to do here. And I see that we're at 30 minutes, so we are going to paint these weapons real quick with red, and we'll jump out of here and be back later for the next episode. I really don't know how we're going to upload these either. Like if we're going to do twice a week or if we're going to do weekly. I still don't have a work schedule at the moment. So, it's just kind of up in the air. With all the Wi-Fi problems we had during our hiatus, I went ahead and tried to fix that. I believe I do have the internet fixed. It's not running any quote better. You know, we just have routers that aren't 20 years old now. Nah, either way. Sorry, mine was wandering there. All right. You're probably asking yourself, why would we go with red? Why not, man? Why not? Like I said, I didn't mean to paint the damn thing white. When it comes to Slap Chop, I really didn't mean to. And we could have just gone over it with black. But where's the fun in that, man? You made a oopsie, why don't you capitalize on it? There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. Isn't that what a certain someone always wanted to teach us? Where would we be as painters if we did not learn from him? I'm sure there are plenty of painters that never watched Bob Ross. It's not like I watched him religiously. But I figured, why not, man? We'll go with something just a little different. So there we have it. A little different. But for everyone else, again, thank you guys very much for helping me get to 900 subscribers. That is awesome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're new to this channel. I would appreciate your support. I appreciate your comments. It's been an interesting journey. We're, doing this 3 years now? Some channels take time. I'm still set on this is what I would rather do with my life than work conventionally and all that, you know. You know, if I'd gotten into the Fire Academy, that's one thing. You know, that to me that wasn't conventional work. But I have been looking at conventional work again. Not liking what I'm seeing out there. It is what it is. I know I didn't do this helmet, so it's gonna be a challenge because I'm not used to doing Yep, already fucked it. I am not used to doing like lieutenant stripes down a helmet. We're gonna leave it at that, I think. Damn, this camera is just shaking a bunch. It's like every little bop. Jeez. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next episode. Stay happy and healthy. May the Void Father guide your brush. Later, everyone.